What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to everyone. We are back for another video. I'm tired, but we're going to get through it. I went hard today at work, y'all. I actually left work today at like 12, like 15-ish, 12, 15-ish, and brought my ass back home and kind of worked the rest of the day from home. But oh my God, I'm tired. But let's get into the show. I got some good topics for you guys. I hope you guys all enjoyed our video this morning for Car Chronicles and hit the like button on that. Let's see how that video looking. Because baby, when I tell you I gave y'all some tea this morning and we got some more stuff to talk about. Yes, we do. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're on up there. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's get into it, child. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right. I see y'all coming in. Hey, what's up? Okay, so we got over 113 in here. So y'all know we're not going to do individual hellos. So we're going to say hello to everyone in the building. Okay, everybody. Because y'all know I love all of you down, honey. Each and individually. Thank you all for being here. All the content creators, I see a few of you all in the chat and all of my mods as well for being here, okay? I'm just scrolling, trying to see who I see. Yeah, y'all are here. Y'all are here. Let's get started, okay? Let's get started. All right, so we talked a little bit about Ray J this morning, okay? And I told you guys that he is in a mental facility because he was having some issues. I did find the article that actually gave his, I want to say that was a suicide note because that's what it sounded like. Okay. He was really pouring out his heart. We're going to go ahead and get into that. I'm going to read off what he said. It sounds very serious. And then we're going to get into some new developments as well. All right. Let's go ahead and share. All right. Let's let that catch up. Boom. Whoop, there it is. All right. So as we were talking about this morning, I'm just going to do like a little update and then we're going to read what he had to say. It says that Ray J says that he is suicidal and uncomfortable with perception of reality following his scuffle at the BET Awards. Now, he was saying that he actually stepped out to take some kind of like a smoke break or something at the BET Awards, and they would not allow him to come back in, which that upset him. Security got involved. It became like a little scuffle or whatever. It was a mess. Okay, it was a mess. All right, so let's go ahead and scroll down to what he had to say. All right. All right, so yes, right here. Okay, so this is what Ray J had to say in terms of how he's feeling mentally. He says, to provide for my family and have generational wealth was always the plan, but money is evil and people are bad, and I can't take it anymore. He goes on to say that these chains of reactions are stemming from being locked into a false reality and confused by this whole life. He says that this shit that happened tonight to me at the awards today was hurtful. He says that I'm working backstage and then I go take a break in the back and BET wouldn't let me back in for some reason. He goes on to say that I don't know who they didn't want me to see, but it's weird, or it was weird. So in the second message he wrote, the shit that is happening is mind-blowing. He says it's making me suicidal and uncomfortable with the perception of reality. They paid me to shut up and I did. Who is they? I want to say Clive Davis and Diddy. That's who I'm going to say. Clive Davis and Diddy. All right. He says that I feel bad and I hate myself for it. He says, I don't want any more of your dirty money. And B4. All right. When he said dirty money, that kind of connected. Y'all remember Diddy had that group called Dirty Money? I like to read in codes. When I read things, I like to kind of read like in a code type of way. I feel like he's taken a lot of dirty money within the industry to do things that he didn't want to do. And I feel like it's starting to catch up with him and F up his mental status in terms of where he is and things that he's done to people and things that he's seen done to people also by his hands. All right. He goes on to say that or right after I unalive, he says, I promise you I will be free of it all and the world can move on. with what is real for me, no matter the consequences. He says, I have to face on the other side. This is an side note. I'm sorry. He says, I tried to do it for the last time. That's in all caps. He says, I'm sorry to myself and my sister. Sorry, Brand. Okay. He says that I will make it right. I won't let them get away with it. And he's talking about Whitney Houston right here. If you guys remember, whenever Whitney Houston gave Brandy that note at the hotel where Whitney Houston passed away, Ray J was the last person seen with her, and I got the video to prove it. I'm gonna show you here in a minute. Yeah, so he's saying, I'm sorry, Brandy. Whitney Houston passed away on Brandy's birthday, and that is something that she said she will always remember, and she will always be sad by that. So I feel like he saw and or maybe was involved in whatever happened to Whitney Houston, and Brandy also knows about it because of what was in that letter that Whitney Houston handed her when she was sitting with Monica and Clive Davis. And I feel like he is just tired, or whatever it is eating him alive about this. I feel like Whitney Houston has probably been visiting him in the spiritual world. Y'all know, like, spirits can visit you. I told y'all that this morning. If you did something to someone, or you witnessed something, or you didn't fix something with somebody and they happen to pass away, a lot of times their spirit will visit you and haunt you. And I feel like maybe Whitney's spirit has been haunting him all these years that she's been gone, because she saw him as somebody that she could trust, and she thought it was somebody that she loved, even though he was her street pusher. I feel like it's bothering him. And we showed you guys the funeral when he was like really torn up about whatever was going on, but you can see that he had a lot of guilt on him, and I feel like he's speaking out in this particular suicide note, and that's what I'm going to call it. So let's back up. He says, I tried to do it for real. He said, I tried to do it for real last time, meaning that he tried to unalive himself before. Okay. We're going to get into that. He goes on to say that I'm sorry to myself and my sister. I'm sorry, Brand, meaning Brandy. He says, I will make it right. I won't let them get away with it. So maybe he's going to expose some people for something that happened, or that he saw and or maybe witnessed happening to someone very bad. Okay. He says that I told the people close to me that I felt like something is about to happen. He said, F it, I said it. Okay. So yeah. He's talking. Okay. He's talking. Let's continue. This says, after the BET Awards, a video emerged of Ray J attending Glorilla's party, where he ran into Zeus Network CEO Lemuel Plummer. Says that the two are currently on the same page. It says, and previously Ray J posted a video of Plummer being attacked by a former employee, in which we already saw the video of that, because I showed it, where he went back to his car and grabbed a bag that had a weapon in it. So Ray J is dealing with some very bad demons. I hope he gets the help that he needs. Like I did tell you guys this morning, he was taken to a hospital so that he could get the help he needs. I hope he does. That's a cry for help right there. All right, so let's get into this video that I pulled. This is at the hotel where Whitney Houston passed away. This is the night that she passed away. Ray J is seen running out of the hotel. They're putting something over his head. There is a sheet that they put up at the rescue unit, because they were taking Whitney's body out of the hotel. All right. You will see Ray J run to get into a car to get away from the scene. He's in the car with Brandy. Her name was Brandy. I think she's like their cousin. She's used to be on Love and Hip Hop. They call her Brandy BB. I just know because I follow her on Instagram. But she was in that car. She said she's like cousins or something to them. But he got into the car and they left the scene. He was the last person seen with them. So we're going to go ahead and play that, because I do have that. Okay. I always like to share a little, receipts and little nuggets here and there when we're talking about something. Okay. Because we kind of talked about it this morning. I don't like to just say it and then never show you guys a video to connect the dots when we're talking about it. But yeah, so this is the Beverly Hills Hotel where Whitney passed. This is the back side of the hotel, where they, of course, brought Whitney Houston out when they found her in the tub unalive. All right, Ray J came out this one of these side doors. Let's go ahead and get into it.
No, I mean, come on, come on, come on. Go.
Go, go.
Yeah. What was that? Sorry, dude. I know, I saw it too. Let's sit.
Hey, sorry.
All the other
Because they
dudes
concentrated as real.
Should I go over there?
Support them as they are every girl podcast.
Hey.
Talk a lot of it out to the videos with this right here that they remove her body from the this. And Ray J was the last person seen with her. Time I'm just show the beginning where we'll stop. Whatever happened in that room, he knows it. He stole his brain. Whatever happened in that room, Nathan knows about it, and so does Brandon. And that's why he was apologizing to her in his suicide note, saying, I'm going to make it right.
Come on. Go.
Maybe he's talking about exposing show anymore. So that's pretty much that video. Okay. Yeah. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? All right. There's more. Because I like receipts. No, ma'am. We know Jaguar, right, honey? She had a lot to say and she is exposing some things. Whitney Houston owed a lot of money to Arista Records before she died. Okay. She was in rehab from what we're hearing. Clive Davis rushed her out of rehab before she actually finished rehab, from what I read, and made her get back on tour to try to recoup the money that she was owing, or that she owed to Arista Records. Okay. Now, of course, you know, with these celebrities, and I told you, when they're artists, especially the rappers, they do have life insurance policies on them, because, to be honest with you, these artists and these celebrities are worth more unalive than they are alive. Whitney Houston was worth more to Arista Records and Clive Davis unalive versus alive. During the time that she was alive, in her later years before she passed away, her vocals were not like they used to be. She wasn't selling out shows like she used to. There were people that was actually walking out of her shows. You say I sound low? Can everybody hear me? Can everyone hear me? I see some of you guys saying that I sound low. Can y'all hear me? Hold on. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Y'all say yes. I'm good. Okay. Stream y'all be doing the damn most. But so you can now. Okay. I don't know what was happening, child. All right, but let's continue. But I was saying that Arista Records was owed a lot of money by Whitney Houston prior to her death. Clive Davis wanted her to go back on tour to recoup the money that she owed them, but she was not. Let's say it was muffled, okay. But she was not well enough to go back on the road in order to do that. She tried, but several of her shows that she did, especially I think in like London, her show in London, people were walking out of the show because she sounds so bad. And I've never ever in my life heard Whitney Houston sound bad. And it was very rare of somebody to just pay all that money to come and see her and then get up and walk up out of a show. But yeah, so she owed a lot of money. Let's go ahead and get into this next video that I pulled. Which is very much so eye-opening. Okay, shout out to the gossip spot. Okay, and shout out to Jaguar Wright, honey, because she be knowing where the bones is buried, baby. I'll be like, listen. All right, let's go ahead and let that catch up before we play that. So I want you all to be able to hear it. I think everybody said I can hear. Hello. I see you, Black Titanic. Thanks for being here. All right, let's move on.
Industry trick number one. Guess who was the first person to do that? Clive Davis. Clive Davis does that a lot. And I tell you what, if y'all actually care about what happened to Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina and Nick Gordon, all dead within years of each other, y'all better support Viola.
It's Grammy time, and her and Clive had a fight 2 days before. And from what I was told, Bobby Christina was present for some of that fight. And then the next thing you know, she's dead. Ray J was the last person to see her alive. He let the drug dealer in, but she was sober, right? But he let the drug dealer in that gave her the shot. Bobby Brown's sister, has said on several occasions that
Jaguar Wright has stood 10 toes down on exposing the real truth about what happened to Whitney Houston and Bobby. And it seems like she has receipts this time that prove Clive Davis sacrificed both Whitney and Bobby. Clive Davis is one of the wealthiest and most influential men in music. But like anything related to the industry, Clive's money and success are allegedly tainted with the blood of innocent people he allegedly sacrificed for wealth. And Jaguar believes two of those people are Whitney and her daughter.
That's industry trick number one. Guess who was the first person?
Hey, y'all hear that? Bobby Christina, she had to go as well because she knew too much. That's what I feel. Okay, she was present during the argument with Clive Davis and Whitney Houston. What was their argument about? Hey, you owe us a lot of money. I need you to get your ass out of rehab and get on the road. Everybody knows that artists make the bulk of their money on tour. Clive was pushing Whitney to get back on tour. She didn't want to be on tour because she wasn't well. Her throat was not right. She was hoarse. Her voice sounded hoarse. Her last album, her voice was very deep, but he was focused on the money. He worked the shit out of her throughout the years. Whitney put out a lot of hits, as you guys know. And her voice changed throughout the years as she began to smoke. She already talked about on Diane Sawyer's interview where she was smoking marijuana and she was lacing it with the cocaine, which that burned her vocal cords. And she was still trying to sing, to perform and fulfill contracts that she had already gotten herself in, which then that made her be in debt to Arista Records. And who owns Arista Records? Clive Davis. Okay? He was supposed to be like her godfather, but he didn't give no fucks because he's about money. Clive is about money. You guys aren't hearing anything about Clive Davis stepping up for Diddy because they're writing Diddy off. Diddy is a liability to Arista and Clive Davis and the higher ups because he is drawing too much attention to the higher ups. If Diddy goes down, they stand to go down as well. So they're washing their hands of Diddy and they're disconnecting themselves from him. He's on his own. And we're going to talk about why here in a second. And I'm going to prove that here in a second that Diddy's on his own because they're not funding anything else for Diddy. It used to be Diddy could do shit and people would pay, the higher ups would pay to get rid of things that Diddy would do and you wouldn't hear about it anymore. Not so much now that he has the RICO charge and he also has trafficking charges and some other things because he has another charge that just came out today. We're going to talk about that as well. But shout out to the Gossip Spot. Shout out to Jaguar Wright for revealing that. There is no coincidence that Bobby Christina is no longer here. She knew too much. She was around. She heard some things. She had conversations with her mother, and she was present during the argument with Clive Davis and her mother. Okay? She was present. Ray J knew about those things because he worked very closely with Arista Records, because during the time, Brandy was up under Arista Records. So was Monica. So I feel like Brandy knew about it when she looked down at that letter when Whitney Houston put it in her hand, and she opened that letter and she read it and she looked back up at her. You could tell it was something eerie about that. Okay. Now, I had a conversation with, and I think I mentioned this before, and I still have the conversation. I probably should have uploaded it because people always like to say you're lying about something, but I have it. Leola Brown, which is Bobby Brown's sister. She saw one of my videos where I covered something about Whitney Houston and the fact that Whitney Houston never, ever took baths at hotels because she was a germaphobe. Where they found her was in a bathtub with hot, scalding water at the Beverly Hills Hotel. She never took baths. And I followed all types of videos, and I read up in all types of receipts and everything on Whitney Houston, baby, because y'all know I'm a huge fan of her. When she passed away, I just was pulling receipts, reading stuff, like I stayed on that. Leola Brown reached out to me and she said, everything you said in your video is spot on. She said, I got to give it to you. I have got to give it to you. She said, everything you said in your video about Whitney Houston was spot on. She said, you told no lies. Okay. So she confirmed everything that I said. Whitney Houston always took stand-up baths because she was a germaphobe. She would have never sat down in a tub. So for them to find her in that way, that to me was someone unalived her. She was face down in a tub. Ray J was in there. I feel like he had something to do with an exchange of money to let whoever it was that was in there, that came into that room and did whatever they did to her at the time. I'm going to say allegedly, because I wasn't in the room. I don't have the pictures. I don't have a video, but I'm going to say hypothetically, allegedly. Maybe. He let somebody in that room allegedly, and he got a nice payout. Now, if you go back and think about after they announced that Whitney Houston passed away, when Clive Davis got the news, he was not shocked. He was not surprised. His whole thing was, okay, the party, we're still here. Let's continue the party. Several celebrities were upset at Clive Davis because he chose to continue this party, being that, one, Whitney Houston is like your goddaughter. Two, you didn't even look like you were grieving. Three, it kind of seemed like you knew the shit was going to happen. And four, you gave no fucks. That's just what it was. I feel like now that so many other things are going on and other people have probably been unalived under Ray J's watch, and he's been probably getting payment from these particular unalivings, I think it's starting to get to him. And all these spirits are starting to revisit him, and it's starting to mess with his mental to the point to where he is starting to speak out. And if he's not careful, he may be next, allegedly. Because one thing's for certain and two things for sure, when somebody's on some fake foul bullshit and you expose them, especially higher ups, you're not here anymore. When you want to get out of the game, just like when you get into the gang, you don't just get to walk out and say, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. I'm getting out of the game. I'm done. No, a lot of times you find yourself unalive. So Ray J has to be careful what he exposes, what he talks about. This suicide note, he's exposing someone. And he also says and alludes to the fact that he was paid to do some things that he did not want to do. That's what I read into it. Okay. When you mention Dirty Money, that throws Diddy in there. What's the name of your group? Dirty Money. I feel like the money was paid to him probably through Diddy, because Clive is not getting ready to have himself seen commingling with certain people because he's up here. But what he will do is have other people who can rub elbows with certain people and get things done that he wants done. He will give them the money to give this person the money. And I feel like maybe Diddy may have given that money to Ray J in order to handle something for Clive. That's just my perspective. Okay. Allegedly. But let's continue. Let's continue. Shout out though. Shout out. That was a good video. That was a good video. Shout out to her. All right. So I'm going to jump ahead right quick and then I'm going to spin the block because I want to connect the dots on this. Now, the reason why I say that the higher ups have stopped fooling with Diddy. Let's go ahead and show this video. Let's move you down. Okay. Let's move you down one more. All right. So Diddy is having to sell off property in order to survive. He never would have had to do that. He's not making the money that he used to make. Companies are dropping him. They're not fooling with him. They don't want anything to do with Diddy. Clive Davis and them ain't dropping no coins. They ain't writing no checks. They not fooling with Diddy. Everybody's disconnecting themselves from Diddy. Now Diddy is getting ready to sell the same home that Homeland Security bust into in Miami for $70 million, which is lower than the asking price because I think he paid 150 to almost 200 million. So he's trying to get some quick money, and it's because his legal troubles are starting to mount up and pile up. He does not know what to do. He's probably going to have to sell off more property because I think he owns 3 to 4 mansions. He owns another mansion also. That's Star Mansion. He owns another mansion in Miami as well, which I'm hearing is a couple houses down from the house that Homeland Security actually kicked the door in while Stevie J, who was actually there. All right. So let's go ahead and get into that. Okay, send no sound, but you guys can see the property is huge. A lot of trafficking allegedly was going on in this house as well. Okay. A lot of trafficking and illegal activity is said to have been going on in this particular house as well. That is why Homeland Security busted up in there and they retrieved several cameras from this property. Diddy's in a lot of trouble. They're looking for if minors were actually seen on video. I told you guys about the underground the underground stuff going on, caves and shit like that under his house where the people were going underground and then coming into the house versus just walking through the front door to avoid a lot of traffic being seen coming in and out of that house. Because you know with trafficking, people are coming and going. Trafficking, coming and going, kind of like a drug house. You don't want people to see so many people coming in and out of your home, then to alert the authorities and then blow your spot up. So you got to have a separate interest in terms of how a person come and go in your property. So this is Star Mansion. He's actually selling this home for way less than the asking price. All right. Yeah. So he purchased this house back in 2014. So he is selling this home. All right. He don't have a choice because he don't have Ciroc no more. Several other businesses have dropped him. Okay. While we're talking about Diddy, let's go ahead and get into the next topic. He is in trouble again. I'm going to get all the Diddy news so we can move on to something else. All right. Let's go and get into this Diddy news and get all Diddy out the way. Get on. You guys cannot see the property. I'm sorry. Did I not share? I'm so selfish. It said stop sharing. I said can't see the property. Okay, hold on. Let's stop sharing and let's reshare. Okay. Sorry. It was on share. I'm sorry. Thank you guys. Y'all know I don't be looking at the chat. So I just happen to look down. All right. I'm showing. All right, Diddy reportedly trying to sell his Los Angeles mansion for $70 million, okay, since his recent legal troubles. All right. There is no sound for this video. It's just showing a bird's eye view of the actual property. It's huge. This is the property, like I said, that was raided by Homeland Security a few months ago. This is his Miami mansion. Well, his Los Angeles mansion. I'm sorry. Because that one was also raided. But that's the home. All right. So he's having to sell off property. He's probably going to sell another house because Diddy ain't got no money like that. Ever since he paid Cassie, his money went way down. His net worth went way down. Way down. All right. So let's get into this next topic with Diddy. I don't want to stay on Diddy too much because Diddy irritates the hell out of me. He stayed doing some shit and all of his stuff is starting to just come back to back to back to back to back. It's so wonder he ain't lost his damn mind yet. It's so wonder he ain't tried to run for the damn border, child. All right, so he has another SEXual lawsuit coming. Well, already out. All right, says the Diddy is sued for sex trafficking after former PORN star says that he demanded the oral SEXual from her boyfriend in order for her to get a job with Sean John. Okay. It says that Diddy has been hit with another lawsuit. It says that this time a former PORN star accuses the now disgraced music mogul of forcing her to have sex at the parties or blackballing her if she didn't comply. Now, we've heard a lot of people talk about Diddy threatening to blackball them or blackballing them if they did not comply with his SEXual desires. Okay. Diddy is known for that. Look at how many artists that he's dealt with that he's blackballed. I mean, you can go down the whole roster. Danny DeCane, Day 26. It's a lot of them that we can name off that Diddy's blackballed from the industry and they're not even here. I mean, hell, the band that was on Making the Band, you don't hear nothing from none of them and they were all talented. So yeah, he has a tendency to do that. According to TMZ, shout out to them, Adria English, who goes by the POR in star name Amunique, says that she met Diddy in 2004. She was auditioning for a Sean John modeling gig at the time. It says, but she said that it immediately got freaky ASF, which we know as F. Okay. She says that Diddy wanted oral sex from her boyfriend and another model in order for her to get a job. Well, shit. Okay. Goes on to say that the boyfriend refused, but she ended up getting the job after agreeing that she would be a Diddy's go-go dancer. She says that Diddy used her go-go dancing as a way that forced her into having sex with his friends. Now, we know that to be factual because we've heard that from other people. And Cassie said it also in her deposition with her lawsuit against him as well. Okay. Because Diddy likes to watch and he likes BBCs, which they call big black cocks. Moving on. One of those friends was Jacob Aravo. Okay, I guess that's how you say his name, known as Jacob the Jeweler, which we know who that is. I've heard that name before in hip hop. She even took a photo with Jacob after the alleged assault. She says that Diddy never kept his promise to her or to help her with her career, of course. Says that she's suing Diddy, bad boy Tamiko Thomas, who allegedly helped organize the alleged sex trafficking. See, she calling names, so that means she's reputable. Jacob the Jeweler and others, and seeking unspecified damages. Okay, get your money, girl. All right, do what you got to do. You naming names, that mean you know, because that would only be inside stuff in Hollywood. How would you know these people? How would you know names? All right, I've heard Jacob the Jeweler a lot, and I've heard that he's been at a lot of Diddy parties. Okay, a lot of Diddy parties. So Diddy, that's your ass again. You better go on and sell another house, because it's looking like you're gonna have to pay someone else for your bullshit, sir. Okay, you nasty thing, you. Run around wanting people to put their mouth on your nasty schlong while you out here doing the bullshit that you're doing. But let's get on with the next topic. All right. Woo, child. Diddy said he can't stop it. He won't stop it. He meant that. Diddy meant that, didn't he? He said can't stop, won't stop. Baby, he ain't stopping. He is full speed ahead, baby, with no brakes. Diddy. He said, Cassie said Diddy like the BBCs, baby. He likes the big black cocks. That's what Cassie has said, girl. That's what Cassie has said. I said, ooh, child. It's giving a broke wrist pony in the room. Diddy, are you a broke wrist pony, sir? You can tell me. I ain't gonna tell nobody. But how many people I got watching me? I ain't gonna tell nobody but 633 people. All right. Let's go ahead and get to the next video. All right, it says, who is wrong? It says that a woman shares footage of an altercation with an armed car booter in Atlanta. It says that the man's employer says that the woman assaulted him first in an attempt to stop him from doing his job. Now, he was trying to boot her vehicle, and she was videoing him and getting all up on him and trying to prevent him from doing so. And he got upset. Let's go ahead and watch this video, child.
What time it is?
Man, hey, look, I'm telling you, put that in my face again.
What time it is? I can stand right here.
Don't put that in my face.
I can stand right
here. Do not put that in my face. Seriously.
I'm not putting it in your face.
Put that in my face, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be an issue. Don't touch me, man. Seriously.
This is my car.
Don't touch me.
Nobody's touching you. You gonna hit me?
Listen.
You gonna hit me?
Get that out of my face.
Amber!
Man, listen, seriously.
I'm standing right. Tell me what time it is.
Man, hey, look, I'm telling you, put that in my face again.
Tell me what time it is. I can stand right here.
Don't put that in my face.
I can stand right here.
Do not put that in my face. Seriously.
I'm not putting it in your face.
Put that in my face, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be an issue. Don't touch me, man. Seriously.
This is my car.
Don't touch me.
Nobody's touching
you. Gotta hit her with that boot.
You gonna hit me?
Listen.
You gonna hit me?
Get that.
Amber!
It's on video. Then you gonna holler Amber, but you hit him though. How you hit him and then call?
Man, listen, seriously.
I'm standing right. Tell me what time it is.
Man, hey, look, I'm telling
you. Now, had he, and I'm not saying he should have done that, but had he struck her back, then he would have been looked at as the aggressor when she hit him first. I mean, if you probably didn't pay your parking tickets or something of that nature, I don't know. Or maybe you parked somewhere you weren't supposed to park and you're getting booted. That's your fault. He's doing his job. And I get it. You don't want your car to get booted. But then what you're doing now is you're going to be faced with charges of assault if he decides to press charges. Let's go ahead and read what it's saying here. In an attempt to shed light on the situation, a woman shared video of her running with a booter after he attempted to place a boot on her car. It says, however, the company responded with a statement alleging that the woman was, in fact, the aggressor after all. The altercation began when the woman knocked my operator off his feet by running into him while attempting to boot her car. This is what the company is saying in response to their worker, the guy that's booting. It says when a boot is applied, that the operator is in a very vulnerable position. Says that he is crouched down and often on one knee while attaching the boot. It says that was the first assault by the woman videoing the altercation. She pushed him 3 additional times while she was filming the incident. So you filmed your own damn demise. Out here acting like Stormy. Says her video is a shortened version of the attack on my operator. Says at the end of the video, it says my operator is seen swatting her hand away that held the phone. It says that he believed that she would hit him with the phone and acted I can't say that word. Instinctively to protect himself. All right. It says she also claims that she felt threatened. How do you feel threatened when you hit him? Says that if that were true, why would she continue to follow him instead of moving away? It says that the aggressive behavior of people has escalated since the pandemic. It says that the sense of entitlement that you can do and say whatever, whenever you want, you like without fear of legal repercussions has been very evident and echoed by our friends in law enforcement. So she could be charged with that because he's clearly doing his job. What's the show that I like where they be booting people cars? That's a crazy show. I actually like that show. I actually, what is the name of that show? Golly, I can't remember. That's like one of my favorite shows too, where they be booting people's cars and they be snapping off on their asses too. Yeah, so that's what that's giving. Who do y'all think was wrong in this situation? Do you think that the guy was just doing his job? Do you think that she was, do you think she wasn't wrong? I think she was wrong because you shouldn't have hit him because you put yourself in a position for him as a man to put his hands on you and to protect himself. Had he hit you back, it could be seen as self-defense. Okay, it could be seen as self-defense. And now it's giving that you filmed yourself assaulting him. They can use that footage because obviously it's out now. It's on Neighborhood Talk. Shout out to them. They can use that footage as, evidence that you actually assaulted him first and that he was defending himself. And you could find yourself with some charges behind that. So you filmed your own damn receipts out here, girl. Damn. Oh, let's move on. Let's move on, child. All right, so I saw this. I thought this was funny as hell. I said, let me share this. Move on, child. We breezing on. Breezing on, child. Yeah, she was wrong. Parking Wars. Thank y'all. Parking Wars is my show. When I tell y'all, I can watch like episode after episode after episode after episode of Parking Wars. Them people are funny as hell on there. They be ticketing people. They be putting boots on people's cars. Like, that is a funny show to me. They be cutting up on that show. Damn. All right, so next topic, honey. A woman is arrested, honey, after her boyfriend passes out due to her bad private body part odor. Damn. Your body odor, your what ever been so funky that somebody passed out and you get charged for it? That's crazy. What do y'all think about that? It says that a woman is arrested after her boyfriend passes out due to her bad private body part odor, and the authorities arrested LaShawna. They called a stank on it. He trying to be funny. It says today after her boyfriend was admitted to the emergency room for, they call it air poisoning. What in the hell? Like, girl, you should be going to the doctor, girl, to see what's going on down there. You walk around here like Pepe Le Pew, honey, like a little skunk down there, and you done knocked your man out, and now this man is in the damn hospital, and you sitting up here with a mugshot. How you explain to people in jail why you in jail? Because every time somebody go to jail, they're going to ask you, like, what you in here for? What you in here for? You can't be in there like, girl, I knocked my man out with my wop, girl. They be like, how you do that? Well, girl, I ain't watched that thing in a few days or whatever. I mean, damn. Yeah, how you get a mugshot for that? Oh, chat, is that a felony or a misdemeanor? That's what I want to know. That need to be a felony, because if you out here, because I keep saying it, honey, women got a whole aisle in the damn store. Okay, you got a whole aisle of hygiene products that you can use to keep your body right. And if it's funky like that, you should have been went to the damn doctor. That means your pH balance is off if you out here knocking men out. I mean, damn. Air poison? I've never heard of that, y'all. I have never heard of air poisoning. That is crazy. You're poisoning the air with your WAP. Like, what the hell? With your private body parts, girl. Private body part odor. Y'all ever heard of that? That is very much so disgusting. Like, oh my God, don't walk past me. Like, don't sit on my cushions. Don't sit in my chair. Like, you might burn a hole in my damn sofa with that kind of WAP, child. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You cannot. You got to stand up if you come to my house, baby. You can't sit on my furniture with that kind of poisonous WAP, as they call it. Child, no, ma'am. But yes, Parking Wars. They said that the new season just started. Oh God, I gotta watch. Okay, yes, baby, I be watching that show. That is my show for those of you that are Parking Wars, Parking Wars junkies like myself, baby. I can watch episode after episode, and I go back and watch the old episodes because they just as funny. And I probably have seen them all, and I need to watch the new season coming up, as you guys said, it's on now. But yeah, they said, is she related? Y'all are bad. I ain't even gonna read that out loud. Why are y'all this way? Y'all are messy as hell in the chat, okay? Damn. All right, let's move on, child. Let's move on. All right, so let's go on and get into Sassy Simon's ass out here. I ain't never seen somebody so damn sassy in my life. My God, Simon, okay? Like, we thought we were done with you. See, you stayed out of the news. You stayed out of the media for a little while, and Simon is back. I knew it was too good to be true, and we ain't hear nothing from Simon in a few days. I said, well, damn, maybe he got the picture. And now I guess we done talked his ass back up, because Simon is back out here Simoning a damn again. Shit. Back out here acting like a little moist little female again, the old bowling ball head. All right, let's go on and get into Simon's old punk ass out here. All right, so it said the Simon Go Friday, which is what I named him, is here out here with a message, honey, for people telling him that he looks crazy on social media. Cockroaches, child. Somebody said like a cockroach. He do. He says that people stop with the gaslighting by telling me what I am, how I am, and how I'm looking and feeling, etc. He says it's giving self-projection. I'm Gucci. Keep scrolling. Laughing emoji. Hashtag cockroaches. Okay. Simon, was that supposed to be a read? Was that you calling someone else? Now you saying somebody else gaslighting and deflecting. You kind of do get roast. You kind of do like a little roast. You do. You mad because Portia done left you and then put your ass up out there and let everybody know you can't get your little green card and all that. That's what you mad for. And every other day your ass is hopping on here on some other bullshit, arguing with strangers. I thought you were a busy businessman and you'd have time for all of that, Simon. It seems like you got a lot of time on your hands because you are always arguing with people who don't give this many fucks about you, sir. That's zero. Like, sir, go and find you somewhere to live until this whole divorce is finalized and leave Portia alone, okay? Portia, you got till tomorrow to go ahead and answer to old Simon, or he's going to have you held in contempt because y'all know, y'all remember I told you early in the week that Simon told Portia she had until July 4th, honey, that's tomorrow, to answer to his request through the courts to turn in all of her financials. He wants all of her financials reported, child. I think he's trying to gear up to be getting some spousal support from Portia. So she's got to give all of her financials and what she makes from her hair care stuff, from her sheet company that she has, from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and anything else that she might have going on. She has by tomorrow to submit that to the courts. And if she does not comply, he is asking that she be held in contempt. Now, you might be serving a little time up in there with a little funky walk, because you know she up in there. Okay. So you might be in there with aka Poisonous WAP that we just read, girl. So you might want to go on and submit that paperwork and carry the one and all that other stuff. Maybe subtract a few numbers. I don't know, girl. I don't want to tell you do no illegal shit, but hey, submit them damn paperwork, because I don't want to see your ass not be able, be on the damn show, because Simon is out here trying to have your ass locked up because he is mad. Simon, you acting like a female, sir. But let's move on. He is. He want to know what she's making, and it's only because I feel like he's on his get back, and now he wants her to pay him since he's bitter and mad that she left him and exposed him. Like, I feel like he really loved her, but y'all know Portia don't want to be with nobody that's broke. She definitely don't want to be with nobody that cannot get citizenship and all that other stuff. Portia is very spoiled. Portia knows what she wants, and she thought that she had that with Simon, but he was a fraud. And as soon as she found that shit out, she got far away from him, and now he's bitter and mad. And what better way to get back at somebody than to get in their damn pocket? And that's what he's trying to do. Do I agree with it? Hell no, but it happens when people get mad. That's the first thing they go for is your damn pocketbook. So it is what it is, child. Moving on, child. Sometimes I say he hurt like a baby. He is very hurt. He'd probably be crying in the car too, child. These men, these crying men, I can't take it. He probably had that ugly cry too. I can see him doing that. Portia, come back. On that shit. Boy, bye. All right, moving on. Keith Lee child is out here trying to be fighting the people because people are saying he looks like DDG, rapper DDG, which is what's my girl? I want to get her name right, child. Halle Bailey, honey. Halle Bailey's baby daddy. So people was out here saying that Keith Lee looks like, y'all know who he is. Keith Lee is the food blogger. He be going to different restaurants. We've been talking about him this week as well. He's been going to different restaurants, critiquing food on his little videos, child. I think he'd be on TikTok a lot. Anywho, he was outside of somewhere, I want to say in Vegas or wherever, and somebody kept calling him DDG, and they were kind of being a little aggressive. I'm going to show you guys a video, but he snapped off and they had to hold him back, baby. He was getting ready to start fighting. And I was like, okay, now we do know that Keith Lee used to be a trained fighter. So you might not want to try him like that. Now he do be eating some greens and some fried chicken and shit, but he will whoop some ass too if he need to. He'll put that fork down and whoop some ass if he needs to. But let's go ahead and play this video, child, because he was about to turn up on somebody. I was like, uh-oh.
Oh my God, I knew that was you, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG.
I get your content.
DDG, bro.
I get your content.
I thought you were DDG, bro. I thought that was DDG, bro. Oh my God, I knew that was you, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG.
I get your content.
DDG, bro.
I get your content.
I thought you were DDG, bro.
That's so disrespectful.
I thought that was DDG, bro. Oh my God, I knew that was you, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG, bro. DDG.
I get your content.
DDG, bro.
I get your content.
I thought you were DDG, bro.
Nothing like no damn DDG. Stop it.
I thought that was DDG.
Anywho, that was so disrespectful. This person obviously was clout chasing, okay? Keith Lee had already said he suffers from like social anxiety. He don't like to be out in a lot of public places. So for this guy to run up on him and hollering all up in his face, talking about some DDG. I mean, even if it is DDG, like if you're gonna get a picture of the guy, take a picture and move the hell on. Why are you up in his face with your camera in his face, getting all up in his personal space? Like he could have knocked you the hell out. And had he done that, you would have been wrong because you were in his space. Like, damn, why can people just not be normal? That's just so irritating. I wouldn't want to deal with that. Like, damn. So shout out, I guess, to Keith Lee for keeping his cool and not putting hands on old boy, even though he probably might have deserved it. And I don't promote violence all the time, but in some cases, people need to be checked. I mean, damn. All right, let's move on, child. Let's move on, honey. Now we hear a lot about our black men out here dating the Beckys, honey. And somebody said, I'm like, why? Yeah, we hear our black men out here dating the Beckys, okay? Some of them, we don't care if they're going over to the other side because they ain't really about shit anyway. But then you have some where you be looking like, look, now, you could have chose a sister. All right, so Columbus Short, honey, shares his thoughts on the difference between being with black women compared to other races, okay? Yes, he is married to a mixed race woman. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this.
The difference between being with a woman, because Columbus has a beautiful wife. She's Armenian. She's freaking gorgeous, drop dead, and sweet, pure energy as well. And so I just want to know, like, what is the difference between being with black women and being with? I'm putting you on a serious blast right now, and I know it's going to be crazy. Do you feel like in the media today, there's a lot of demasculating of black men?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're gonna get there. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going. Just we're jumping my time machine. We're about to jump in the DeLorean and gun it to 88. Okay. So we just went through 1886. Now we're in 1921 or 1916. Where you're seeing these people remove. Then let's get to the 50s, where the 60s, the 70s, where now crack is brought in. How many black men in New York, from Oakland to New York and everywhere in between, men were not in the home. So now
what is the difference between being?
We come to the 2000s, and these women are black women, were raised by single mothers, absentee fathers, fathers that are either incarcerated, dead, or just gone.
Talk about it.
That their mama said, you don't need no man. You can do it by yourself. So that energy
this is
comes
giving me
in.
chills.
That energy comes into the home. They're not, what you talking about? Unless you giving me this, doing that. There's no respect of the man, the black man, in that by black women. And I'm not, black women, do not be mad at me.
They're gonna be mad.
I'm not talking about all of y'all. I'm saying
they're gonna be mad.
There's a majority of you guys that was raised without a father,
now,
so you have no respect for that. So what's the difference?
Okay.
Well,
let me say this really quick, because I know my fan base and I know these people.
Ooh,
and they're gonna
drag into the 2000s, and these women. I'm down.
And me.
I'm down.
And me.
I've already been dragged.
So I'm gonna say this though. Because this is what
Lord,
they'll say.
I'm about to get dragged.
No, you're not. But you will. On my platform, I don't know if you see the comments, boy. But let me say this though. I get dragged every day. It's okay. Now, what I will say is they're about to tell me I'm trying to be white because my hair is blonde in a minute. So, but I'm gonna say this, because this is what the black woman will say. Don't you blame the man though for being an absent father? They made black women this way. That's what they're going to say. So I want you to answer
Let me talk
that.
about it being a man. I'm going to answer all your questions.
Okay.
So let me talk about being a man. Our men, black men, find ourselves in being able to provide and being able to protect. When we are denied the ability to provide, we feel less than. When we are denied the ability to protect, do you know what they used to do? They used to make families. Sorry, we're gonna go deep. I'm down.
And me.
I'm down. Take the man and have him being violated in front of the wife, the kids, by another man, and then thrown back into the family. And what is that woman? If you can't protect yourself from them men, how are we supposed to trust you? How to protect us? So that started this. Now let's get to it. What is it about? There's cultural things. You're Persian. Yeah. So that Persian side, that Armenian side, that Mexican side, that Asian, Korean, Japanese, that other side is where, culturally, those women were not, those women were taught to hold down.
And be very subservient and submissive to their men.
It's more than subservience. It's don't get it twisted. I know you know how to cuss a thorough man, cuss a man out thoroughly, but as soon as you cussing him, take them. You still making dinner. You still washing his clothes. You still cleaning the house. And you're not doing that with this is my job. That's just what you were trained to do. And I think that kind of training, how you want to ride in a Bugatti,
trained or taught. You train a fucking dog. You teach a person. But go off.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Hey. How you want to go on a yacht, but you don't know how to wash your own clothes. You don't know how to vacuum. You don't know how to you don't know how to cook, girl. You don't even know how to cook. So you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that's all black women. I'm just saying let's get down to it. Ooh, I'm in trouble.
We got to be in trouble.
You still making dinner. You still washing this. Who gonna put the money on your books? I put the money on. No, you can go to jail. Take your black ass motherfucker for you. So have some. It's a different energy. It's not like maybe thank you for your criticism. Thank you for your honest, constructive criticism. And, we can get it better. Or cook it for yourself. Yeah. You want a cup of noodles? You want some ramen? Somebody else come cook this. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. Hey, who gonna put the money on your books? I put the money on.
He is ignorant as freak. Okay. I'm trying to watch my mouth a little bit. He is ignorant. I'm gonna just say the Armenian and the white and the Mexican and the other nationalities can have you, sir, because you're not a loss to the black culture. I'm gonna just say that right now. You, sir, Columbus Short, and this is why your damn career is the way it is in fucking Hollywood, okay? You were married to a black woman before that Armenian woman that you married. And you were violent towards that black woman, okay? Maybe it's the way that you were raised. Where did you see that type of violence, sir? You were raised by a black mother, and you were also probably, I'm hoping your dad was black. So where did you learn that level of violence, okay? We haven't heard that you haven't, and I'm not saying that he should be that way towards his new wife, but it seems like you have a different perspective now that you're married to an Armenian wife because you gave your ex-wife hell. She had her restraining orders and everything against you because you were doing the absolute most. So it seems that you don't protect the same thing that you came from, which is a black woman. It sounds like you lost your sense of direction when it comes to finding out who the fuck you are. So for you to sit in interviews and want to go back to the whole slavery thing, nobody asked you about slavery. We don't need a Black history course. We don't need no Black history course on what happened to our ancestors. We already know that shit. That's in the books. We're asking you, what is the difference between you being with a black woman and being with someone who's mixed race? You can be with whoever you want to, but don't try to make it seem like all black women are ghetto and beneath the woman that you chose to marry Armenian, because there's some educated black women out there. There's some women out there with good sense. There's some women out there with some good wop. There's some women out there that can cook. There's some women out there that have businesses and things going on versus just sitting at home waiting on your black ass to come home and bring a check. We bosses out here, in case you didn't know. Am I speaking right? Or am I just speaking right? It's the crazy dialect for me with him. So now you think that black women are only good for staying home. You can't cook. Nigga, you cook. This is the year of 2024. Men get in the kitchen now too. Women are working women. We're working women. So nigga, if I go to work and work all day and you get home before me, what's wrong with you going in there and starting dinner? Does that make me not a good black woman or a good black wife because you got to go in there and cook a meal? If the laundry gets backed up and I'm busy, especially if there are kids involved, what's wrong with you going and starting the laundry or folding some mother freaking clothes? And the last time I checked, a marriage is a partnership. Maybe you don't know how to be a partner, but you're so Hollywood now because you've been trained, since you use that word, trained to have arm candy on your arm versus a supportive black woman. And we talked about this the other day. A lot of these black men, they arrive, and that's what we're going to call it. They arrive and they get other women that's out of the culture and help build them up and then act fucking surprised when they take every fucking thing you've got that you work hard for versus having a black woman. What's wrong with marrying a black woman? What's wrong with having your day one? Like LeBron James in Savannah. What's wrong with that? He was with her since high school and still with her. It's men like, well, boys. I say boys. Moist ass niggas like you. What you say to your mama when you look at her? Is she not worth it? Or was she just good enough to give birth to a sorry ass, moist ass nigga like you? That's what it's giving. Mm-hmm. Oh, you knew we was going to eat that ass up. And I had to play this. When I saw it today, I said, oh, yeah. I know this nigga did not. That's why your career is fucked up now. Because you fucked up. Mentally, psychologically, emotionally. Somebody hurt you. Maybe a black woman hurt you back in the day. And you never forgave yourself or them because you do have hands for women. You sorry ass abusive nigga you. We're going to go on and call that out. You are. You can go pull it up. You can go pull that up. I bet you ain't never tried it with that Armenian woman, because the police don't get there as quickly when it's us versus when it's someone else. I mean, I know I'm speaking right. They don't get there as quickly when a black woman is going through it with a nigga like you. But put your hands on that Armenian woman and see how fast they get there. Mm-hmm. You're going to find out real quick you a nigga if you do it. I promise you that. Because they're going to treat you just like one. And I use that word nigga because it means ignorant. And he is indeed an ignorant nigga. You are an ignorant nigga. You are ignorant. Again, you can date whoever you want. Whatever you're attracted to, that's not the point. But when you sit in interviews and you degrade the very thing, nigga, that helped make you, you grew up in a society around black women. So when did you hate us so much that you got to sit up and speak negatively about the very thing that made you, nigga? Because if it weren't for us, you wouldn't be here. You would be still swimming around in your father's sack. So if a woman did not sacrifice her shape, her time, her attention, and everything else that she had going on, your ass wouldn't be here. And that's what every man needs to understand. When you degrade and or talk down to a woman, understand, we ain't got to stretch our bodies out for sorry little bastards like you. I don't know whoever hurt you, nigga, but you need therapy. You need therapy, okay? And that woman you married to needs to know the type of moist ass, disrespectful nigga that you are. Because that's exactly what you are. That's exactly what you are. That's exactly who you are, okay? And we're going to move on from him, child, because I ain't sitting here hollering. You are ignorant as hell, sir. You are. You are. I don't want to see no movies you in, sir. I don't want to see no videos. I don't want to see no more interviews of you because your ass is ignorant. I've seen a different side of you in this interview right here. I had already read up on some stuff about him anyway, about how violent his ass, he got hands for women, y'all. Go back and read. I'm going to let y'all pull the shit up about how he did with his ex-wife when she was a black woman, honey. How he used to do her. How he used to talk to her. Disrespectful as hell. And she went through hell with that man. And he left her and went and got him an Armenian, or how you say that shit. One of them Kim Kardashian looking bitches. Because that's what's acceptable in Hollywood. That's what's acceptable in Hollywood. And you rest assured, if you mess around and F it up, you better go check your bank account, baby. Because ain't nothing going to be in there. And mess around and have a baby by her, too. And I said that before. She going to secure that future if you guys ain't already got kids. Mess around and mess up that marriage. She going straight down to the bank. She going to get a lawyer. She going to get her an attorney and clear your damn bank account out. And every time you get a check, baby, she going to get more than half of that bitch. And you going to realize then that you want a black woman. You going to come running back then, Jonathan Majors. That's all you wanted. They said that's all he dated in college was Becky's. And as soon as his ass got in trouble, what he do? Went right on over there and got Megan Good. I said, oh, where this come from? You ain't never want no black woman until they put them handcuffs on you. Now all of a sudden, you telling the white woman to act like Coretta Scott King and Michelle Obama. She was like, bitch, I ain't about to fry no chicken. I ain't about to do that. I ain't about to go in there and cut up no greens. I ain't doing none of that. I bet your ass wants some greens and some fried chicken and some hog maws and chitlins right now. You hurried up and went over there and put some hog maws and chitlins on your damn plate after them handcuffs got up on your ass. Let's move on. All right, next topic. Ooh, child, these niggas out here be doing the most, honey. The most. It's a lot of educated women. It's a lot of educated women in my chat. You better recognize, nigga, it's doctors. Black women are doctors out here now. We lawyers out here now. Okay, we making a bag out here. We don't need your bag. We make our own. What you bring, nigga, is extra. That's how I always live my life. Before I met my husband, I had my own shit. Damn sure did. Credit was good and still is. Let a nigga walk out the door today and sit on a bitch still level up. You better, yeah. Okay. Okay, women. Okay, you better let them know. I ain't gonna never make you feel like you made me. Never. All right, let's move on. Next topic. I'm all about being independent, okay? All about it. And let's move on. All right, so a DoorDash driver, honey, is upset at a customer for not giving her tips. Now, why do people feel tipping is a nice thing to do? And this is how I feel about tipping. I tip you according to your service for me, okay? If you give me sucky service, you may not get a tip, and if you do get a tip, it's going to be very small, and it's going to be me sending you a message to let you know, bitch, do better, because I don't have to tip you. You're going to get paid anyway from your employer. Tipping is something that's extra that we do to say, hey, thank you for servicing me or filling up my glass or bringing out my order expeditiously and checking on me. If you just bring me my food and don't never check on me, bitch, you're probably not going to get a tip. If you're serving me and you got an attitude and I'm asking you certain things about the menu, and you act like you don't want to deal with me, I probably won't eat there because I don't want nobody mad serving me food any fucking way. But in this situation here, as a DoorDash individual, if this person doesn't tip you, did you not consider the fact that maybe they don't have money for a tip? Two, maybe you didn't get there at a decent time with their food, or maybe your attitude sucked and she just didn't feel like tipping your ass. Let's get into this video though, okay? Because it's the audacity for people to make you feel like you gotta give them something, okay? If your service sucks, then I don't know. Let's get into it.
No. You just said I had to tip you. Do I have to tip you? But you said I had to tip you. You said that you said I had to tip you, right?
A question: do you think this is a free delivery service? It's not.
Okay, I didn't say that, but I don't have to tip you if I don't want to. Now I said that I do membership. That means well, you need to contact them and let them know that no, you need to be informed about your job. You need to be informed. Okay, well, y'all have membership where you can pay at least $8 or $15 or whatever a month, which is what I do. So okay, well, you need to know about your own job. No. Okay, well, you need to let them know that because what you came at me is not right. You need to go to the boss, whatever boss that is that you work for, not this one, baby, because I paid for my visa. Okay, well, you need to be informed about your own job. Obviously, you need to be informed, not me, boo.
I ordered from DoorDash too at home.
I don't care what you do. I don't. No. You just said I had to tip you. Do I have to tip you? You don't know. You don't want your job, do you?
You're hollering, honey.
Care about this job?
Well, then, if you don't care, then work somewhere else.
Look at my tag, baby. I ain't worried about this shit here.
Okay, so why you doing it?
Y'all black people think that this shit is
okay. No. You're black. You say you're black, right? Well, you should understand that sometimes we do struggle. So if I struggle, you be considerate of that as well. So if I order a pizza for me and my child to eat, it's a reason for it. So be black and understand that people struggle as well. So that's no excuse. That's no excuse. That is no excuse. Okay, it's high. So why you want to tip? That don't make sense. Girl, bye. Do better. Do better. As black people, do better. I don't care. I won't order from you. You probably finna get fired. Bye. You don't want your job, do you?
About this job.
Well, then, if you don't care, then work somewhere else.
This job. She is dead ass wrong. Okay, some people don't have money to tip. I mean, and then people like, if you don't have money to tip, you shouldn't eat out. That's a catch-22. Okay, sometimes you want to eat out, you don't feel like cooking, and maybe you not have extra money like that. Some people don't, and you just want to go out and have a nice little meal. Sometimes you don't have money to tip. Okay, but I don't know. In this situation right here, with the attitude that you have, ma'am, I see why she didn't. If you would have approached her differently, she may have given you a tip, even after you asked her. But it's your attitude and the way you approached her. I see why she didn't. And then it caused her to be on guard and then argue and have to snap off on your ass. And then you say, I don't give a fuck about this job. Well, you don't give a fuck about this tip. And the fact that you standing outside arguing in the heat when you said it's hot, you got out of the air conditioner to argue about an issue that you said you didn't care nothing about. So I would have walked my ass in the house and let you stand out there and keep arguing about your damn self. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. If you don't care, why I'm gonna care more than you? I ain't gonna care more than you about a situation that you put yourself in. You wanted to be a DoorDasher. I just asked you to bring me my shit. You've done that. So I'm gonna go on in the house and I'm gonna eat my shit, and I ain't worried about you. If you want to stay out there and argue in the heat, baby, go ahead and do it. Go on, stand out there and fry and be mad while I'm in the house eating my damn food. That's the attitude I would be on. Go off, baby. I would let her ass stand right on out there and be peeping out the blinds, chewing my food. Damn sure would. And moving on. Baby, you better catch me when I care. And in that moment, I wouldn't have. That's my favorite thing. You better catch me when I care, because I damn sure don't. All right, let's get into something funny, child. Because y'all know we don't like to be too serious. All right, y'all know we like to have some funny videos in between so we can get our laugh on, honey. And this one right here, baby, y'all gonna die laughing because I done watched it like 5 times, and each time I laughed. Okay, let's go on and pull it up, child. I need a good laugh. Woo, they done had me here hollering tonight. Now we gotta have a little laughing going, okay? All right, let's get it pulled up, child. Damn sure I've been peeping through the blinds like that bitch still out there frying. Go right on ahead, honey. I don't give a damn. Stand right on out there and fry, honey. I'm gonna eat my damn food, and I'm about to go ahead and put my feet up, and I ain't even think about your ass. Sure will. You just be standing right there chewing like this bitch. Stand on out there. Don't give a hot damn. That be me. All right, let's get on with this next. All right, so they said that my girl tried to relive her childhood memories while swinging child on a swing at the park, and baby, this happened. Check this out, child.
Go to you okay? The ghetto. Get your wig.
But okay, girl.
Go to you okay? The ghetto. Get your wig.
But okay, girl.
Go to
Why did you jump that high?
Get your wig.
I know you have scoliosis after you pull up out of there like that. I know your back was all tore up.
Go to you okay? Get your wig.
Leaves all of your damn wig. You done slid across there and done slid your damn back. No man you put on your damn back.
Get your wig.
And then dude tell us something. When I came down,
go to you okay? Get your wig.
I'm mad they pushed her up that high. Like that's too much. I would not have jumped out of the swing that high, y'all. Like who told her to do that? Like, girl, your ancestors did the girl. The ancestors almost had to come and get you right then. Girl, did you not hear Take Me to the King when your ass flew up that high? That girl. Oh, Jesus, Lord. And I know her ass had scoliosis, baby, when she hit that ground. I know your back was hurting, girl. My back is hurting just watching you, for real. I know your back was hurting. And then you know scraped all this shit here. You ain't got no hair or in the back, front or in the back. That shit gone after you slid across them leaves. And your good wig, your good Easter wig is messed up now. Thanks to you out here. One more time for the people in the back.
Go to you okay?
I know that's right. Oh my God, y'all. I needed that, okay? Baby, I needed that. I hope she is okay. Because, girl, you fell from far up there, girl. Now slid your good wig off and damn thing, okay? Somebody said, why she slide? Because she came down. She came in hot, okay? She slid because she came in hot. Oh, girl was like way up high, okay? She had to do something to stop. I mean, damn. They said the wig is dead on arrival. Okay. She ain't gonna be able to get all them damn leaves about that wig, girl. I don't know, sis. Ooh, child. Did y'all enjoy that? I love it, child. All right, so let's get into the last portion of this damn video, child. All right. I want to go ahead and debunk some lies. Well, first, before we do that, because this is one more topic that I don't want to miss. Hold on. Because y'all about to say we about to get out of here. No, we not. I know you lying when I done got all these damn receipts, baby. I got to get these receipts out here. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and get into the Melometers being attacked, child. The Melometers are on attack. Okay. Somebody sent me this today. I said, all right, I got to talk about this because y'all doing too much. You're doing too much. All right. Talking about this bullying and harassing. I love marriage Huntsville. That's all they're talking about. The Melometers this, the damn Melometers that. Let's go on and get into this bullshit. Because when I saw this, baby, I felt away. Okay. I might have to step on somebody right quick too. All right. I might have to snap on somebody because y'all be doing too much. Now leave the damn Melometers alone. Leave well enough alone when folk ain't bothering you. Damn. Let's get into this shit, y'all. Lord God. All right, we see it on the screen. This person's name is Real Talk with Lady D. I think she might be a YouTuber or something like that. But she had a lot to say. She says it's time to put in place a petition, honey, calling for an end to the deplorable cult-like behavior exhibited by a group known as the Melometers, girl. It says it is high time for Carlos King to demand Melody S to dismantle this cult-like group, which has engaged in stalking, harassing, and bullying of the cast, content creators, and individuals who oppose Melody S. It says that this cult is extremely vicious and must be stopped before any harm befalls anyone. Real talk. Where did this come from? Where did this come from? Okay. Miss Real Talk, Lady D. I wouldn't call you a lady because you on some bullshit. Where did this come from? And I'm tired of them using this phrase as a cult. Like Melody can have a huge vast of followers. Are you guys jealous because her fan base is so huge? I keep saying it. Her fan base continues to grow and grow and grow because she comes off as likable. Of course, from what she went through with Martell, her ex-husband, and the things that he did to her, and the fact that he's continued to take her to court. I didn't hear that type of energy when it came to him and what he was doing. bullying, because he did that, harassing, which he did that. He also stalked her. She couldn't go on no dates. He was popping up, taking pictures and shit. Like, I didn't hear that. He also bullies and stalks the content creators because he be in people's chats under false identities. Okay, I ain't heard y'all do no petition about that. But what you are doing is going after a woman who ain't bothering nobody and who has decided that she gonna fight back because mother effers want to be out here on her top, like she said, and she ain't getting ready to be sitting back taking that mess no more. So, ma'am, I don't know where you got your information from, but sometimes people can be loud and wrong, and you would fit that description. I'm just saying, girl. You kind of fit that description of being loud and wrong. We can put that in air quotations. You are loud and wrong, sis, okay? A petition, you know where you can put that petition, girl? You got one hole that resides in the back. That's a great place to stuff that bitch. Do I need to say that again? YouTube, I hope you monetize me after that. It's too late because I done said the shit. It's one hole that resides in the back. It's a great place to go ahead and ball that bitch up and go and stuff it on up there, girl. Go and stuff it up there, girl. Because you full of shit at this point, all right? You are. You very much so full of shit. Let's read one more time. It's time to put in place a petition calling for an end. What are we ending? To the deplorable, okay? And we keep hearing that word deplorable. So this is sounding like it's coming from the Scots or somebody, because that's who we're hearing say this, deplorable. We heard Marceau say that first when he did his live, when he was upset at the blackout for Love and Marriage Huntsville because the Melometers said they weren't going to watch the show. And he was so sure of himself as to say, oh, they're so deplorable. They're Melody's fans. The Melometers are so deplorable. You guys aren't going to stop anything. The ratings, you're going to be so surprised when you see the ratings. And then when we saw them, the bitches were low and we ain't heard shit from you yet. So you came out with this deplorable cult-like bullshit, Marceau. You might be behind this, okay? Mm-hmm. It goes on to say, it's high time for Carlos King to demand Melody S to dismantle this cult-like group. I wouldn't call it a cult-like group. It's just people who stick up for Melody, just like I said the Beehives do, just like Cardi B has her people who stick up for her as well. They go hard in the paint for their people that they like, okay? Say something smart or slick or out of the way, the Beehive gonna tear your ass up, period. You're gonna get your ass stung up, and I don't see nobody coming for Beyonce's Beehive or Cardi B's people who she have following her and you know, snapping off for her. I don't see you guys doing that, but then you do come for Melody, who has less followers than both of them. So I'm feeling like that energy is not evenly balanced here. That's what it's giving. All right. It goes on to say that which has engaged in stalking, harassing, and bullying of the cast. Who was being stalked, bullied, and harassed in the cast? I want to know that. Content creators as well. Who's been harassed as far as a content creator? If you put out content that we feel is total bullshit against Melody Cherie, and we do a video about it and we debunk that, and we might cuss you out occasionally in a few videos or so, I don't see that as being bullying or harassing. I mean, that's called calling your ass out. And if you don't like to be called out, then maybe your ass shouldn't be on YouTube. If you feel aware about it, there are people called counselors that can help you get through your feelings, because I don't give no fucks about it. I don't babysit feelings, not over here. I sure don't. I'm going to be just as raw as sushi when I tell you how I feel about the shit. And if you're mad about it, honey, that means I did my job. If you're not mad, that means I got more shit I got to say. I'm just saying. If you ain't mad when I finish saying to you what I got to say to you, that means I ain't did my job. I'm just saying. So if you want your ass being windmilled on, then stop talking the shit. Stop and leave people alone. So it's not bullying and harassing and stalking when y'all do that to her. But when she comes back and she says something, or her people come back and cap for her, then all of a sudden it's bullying and stalking and harassing. Oh, okay. Gotcha. We put a check mark. Got you. Okay. And individuals who oppose Melody S says that this cult is extremely vicious and must be stopped before any harm befalls, honey. Child, that sounds like something in the Bible. Befalls anyone. Real talk. Yeah, no, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, Miss Real B Lady D. Okay? Whoever you are, because I ain't never seen none of your videos, and I ain't trying to ever watch none of your videos. I don't know where you got your source and your information from, but again, you might want to go do your homework again and find out who's really doing all the bullying and all of that. Because from my understanding, I've never seen a video where Melody be coming for anyone else, but she will respond when somebody comes for her. I never see her going on any lives or she's on TikTok now. I haven't seen her do that. She's promoting her product. She's promoting her brand. So if people are doing videos and talking shit about her and she responds to that, all of a sudden now it's a cult-like behavior. I mean, that's how it goes. You talk some shit and I talk some. And you know, that's kind of how it works. So if you're offended by that, then maybe you should cut back on talking shit. I mean, is that right, guys? I don't like how they try to put that cult-like mess on this. It's like they're trying to shut down Melody's fan base because their fan base has not grown to be that. We can see that Marceau is jealous of Melody's fan base, where he talked about all you do is sell t-shirts, but then you sit your ass on the show and all we see you in is a black shirt. Like, do you have any more clothes? Probably not, because I've seen you in them same cut-off jeans, like in several scenes. So it's given that your wardrobe, since y'all millionaires, y'all wear the same shit. Y'all be recycling, mostly you, Marceau. I be tired of seeing you in them Amazon t-shirts and that Amazon chain to be green in the back right here around the neck and fading in the front. That one. Okay, them cheap ass hats that you be wearing. Y'all millionaires out here. But all I ever see you in is a black t-shirt because you're trying to promote. Then it was real cute how you tried to throw in a T-Squad shirt. Ain't nobody buying that bullshit. So now all of a sudden you're trying to attack the Melometers because y'all life ain't as grand as Melody's life. You had the same opportunities that she did. You're on the same show that she is on. You have to be likable for people to support you, okay? Period. You guys have not exhibited that. What you have done is you've shown that you guys are haters. You showed that you guys are people who like to latch on to other people and their success. Melody opened the door for everybody on that fucking show. It's not her job to hold your hand and lead you to the light. It's just not her job to do that. She got you on the show. You get on there from there. I mean, shit, even birds let their own babies fly on their own. They take their asses way up high. And they're like, all right, bitch, now I'm going to drop you down. You better get them wings to flapping because that ground is coming up real quick. I'm just saying. I mean, shit, even turtles leave their damn baby turtles out there to make it to the ocean on their own. Ain't nobody gonna hold your hand. You're on one of the #1 shows on OWN. Melody is on the same show. All she does is promote her product. She tells her business and she promotes her business on the show. You guys don't do that, and that's why you're not growing. You're too busy trying to hide your life versus being transparent. Melody is very transparent. She shared her information about her divorce. She shared her information about her infidelity, and you guys sat back and laughed at the shit. And what did that do for her? Catapulted her into a whole new dimension of new followers and or supporters. But you want to sit back on your shit and hide your life, and Tisha act like you don't have any. And I know you guys are grieving, but I got to be one thou wow. You guys want to act like you've never had any infidelity. I don't have no infidelity in my marriage. Bitch, you do. You do. You don't know how many women that you can help telling your story, but because you lie and perpetrate and sit back on your bullshit, people don't see you as being authentic, which means they don't want to support you because they don't see you as being real. On the flip side, they see that with Melody because she shared all of the hurtful, embarrassing bullshit. Who wants to talk about their husband sleeping around and having a baby with another woman on a show? That's fucking embarrassing. But she did it because there are women who watch this show. The majority of her followers are women who watch the OWN network. It ain't that many men who watch OWN. Ain't no men sitting at home with their feet up watching OWN unless they moist. I'm just saying. That's your fault. Shit. You ain't got no followers. That's your fault. Be more transparent. Transparency get you a whole lot. I mean, you know you're on a reality show. Tell your reality. You tell more of your business on social media, on IG, than you do on the fucking show. Then you get mad because she get more screen time and because she's more likable. That's your fault. She didn't ask to be in the position that she was in. She turned her position that she was in into a coin. I mean, hell, look at how she did with Wanda's food truck. Look how much money she made off that. Look how much money she made off just using the food truck code. Instead of hating her, you can learn a lot from her. Melody is very smart. Melody is very smart business-wise. She knows how to handle her shit. So instead of being mad at her, you on the same platform as her. Learn from her. I keep saying, how the fuck do you be around a boss and don't learn nothing? That's what I don't understand about Martell. Nigga, you lived in the house with her. It's impossible to live in the house with a boss and nothing rub off on you. You learn nothing. Nigga, you could have had your own builder's license in the same house with her. She could have helped you with the shit. It's open book. But you were so focused on cheating, nigga, and dick hopping and thought shopping till you couldn't see the forest from the damn trees and focus on business. And now that she done threw your ass out to the wolves, you out here on the struggle. Nigga, you ain't got no AC, you ain't got no food, you ain't got no clothes that fit. You ain't got shit over there but excuses. Boy, bye. Ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell. Baby, I've been learning everything I could learn. Everything I could learn. That's why your disrespectful ass is where you are now. And that's why the Scotts are where they are, and you're going to continue to be there until you humble yourself, okay? Humble yourself and stop being so mouthy and sassy, Marceau. Let's talk to your ass a little bit because you're the main one. Out here stealing scenes. We know you are, Mr. Millionaire. You got to steal scenes and make up shit and conveniently put yourself in other people's business, nigga, so you can pay your bills. I see you because you get paid per scene. Shit, it ain't got nothing to do with you. You don't give a damn about Sunni and Moses' relationship, but you're going to speak on that shit because the light bill coming up. I see you. I see you. You don't like Melody. Melody don't even fuck with you off the show or on social media. You already said I don't even follow her. But you will hop your ass in a scene with her. You will be out here giving statements on her business. You know why? Because you was setting up your storyline, nigga, because you ain't got shit else going on, Mr. Builder. You can't even put a Lego together talking about you building. Nigga, sit that way. That's down. Sit your ass down somewhere. Let's move on, though, child. I ain't got more for them because I can go on and on and on. I got a whole lot in me. I can tear your ass off in here. And y'all know it. That's why y'all stay in my chat trolling. All right. This is a great night to do it, too, because I got a whole lot of energy, a heap of energy, like the old people say, a whole heap of it. I'm going to get them ass hairs tonight. You come in here on that bullshit. All right. Know that. I'm going to get them ass hairs up off you. Come in here on that bullshit. Let's get into the next topic, though. All right. I said losers. Y'all are hell in my chat. I swear I love y'all. It's a read down, ain't it? Damn. Oh, child. This nigga can't put a Lego together talking about he a builder. Nigga, sit your ass. Put your ass in a chair. Okay? Put your ass cheeks in a chair. Talking about you building something. All right, let's get into this bullshit because y'all know I like to debunk lies. All right. While we're debunking lies, let me spin the block because I had one more thing I had to show. Shout out to Sunni. Shout out to Sunni because I got to show this. Did I leave something out? I swear to God, sometimes I be going a little too fast. Hold on. Let me stop right quick. Yeah. Okay. That's there. And then I got to spin the block. All right. So shout out to Sunni for co-signing what I told you guys this morning about Destiny. Y'all remember I told you guys that Destiny Honey had some issues with paternity tests. There had to be 3 done on her son because there allegedly was some infidelities in her marriage, which is why LeVerick filed for divorce 3 weeks after baby Law was born. All right. Let's go ahead and show this that Sunni put out there. Okay. This is she did a post and delete. All right. She must have saw my damn video. Let's go ahead and share this shit. All right. We all know what this means. Okay. We all know what this means. She is still going to go live and tell her shit, but right now she's trying to be respectful to what's going on with Kiki. She is kind of feeling a little sad about Kiki not being here anymore because I think she was also close to Kiki as well. All right. So as you guys can see here, it says Sunni Minks up there. She's showing the Mari poet. We already know what Mari means, okay? Mari is reading those paternity tests, all right? So she did a post and delete on her page over there, all right? Shout out to my girl Empress for sending me this receipt, all right? Because I missed it. She put the shit up there and took it right back down. All right, so let's stop sharing, and then I'm going to go ahead and show what she had to say, all right? Because I almost forgot that shit, and I don't want to leave that out before we get into because I went ahead and did my due diligence to skip ahead and do little points of this interview because I ain't gonna watch the whole damn thing. I ain't gonna put y'all through that. All right. But let's go ahead and play what she had to say. Okay. All right, y'all ready?
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. There's quite a few things I want to address, but
okay.
Right now, I think the bigger issue is just sending my condolences and my prayers to Kiki and her family, her children, her husband, her mother, her siblings, her cousins. She unfortunately she passed away. I don't know the cause, but I do know this, and this is what I want to speak on. I think people should be careful how they handle other people. You never know where a person is. You never know if they're at their all-time low. And I will say this, being a woman who is now on a reality, and I will say this, being a woman who is now on a reality TV show and on this platform, people give their opinions so harshly and say whatever they can think to say to get a moment, to get a laugh, to get a like, or to just put their perspectives and portray them on you. But to me, it's like you never know what happens to a person, and now they're gone, and then you said all these crazy things to that person. I don't.
And so that's it. Okay. Don't know why it cut off, but that's it. I wanted to show you guys what she said. If you guys aren't following her, that is her page, Sunni Minx. Okay. So that's where we saw it. If you want to see it, just click on her thing there and it'll show you what she says in her stories. Okay. So let's stop sharing. Let's go ahead and get into this interview because there was a lot that we got to unpack, girl. Okay. We're not going to watch the entire interview because I did go ahead and put my little markers on here in terms of where I want to skip ahead to so that we can breeze on through this damn thing because I ain't want to watch this whole damn thing for real. All right. Let's move that. Okay. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and share. Y'all so silly in the chat. Y'all be nice. Y'all be nice. All right, so this is the part 2 interview with Heavenly and Lil D Energy. I gotta call her that now, girl. You just shrunk down to Lil D Energy. It's some stuff that we're gonna have to debunk because you said some stuff in your Mental Monday that does not coincide with what you said in this interview. And she also speaks on LeBerick and her marriage. She also speaks on Moses. She speaks on a few things in this interview. All right, so we're gonna get into it. Let's go ahead and start. He just jumps right in. That's why I put it all the way to the beginning. It's about to start. I don't know why she did it that way.
So when did Moses come into the picture? Was he shortly after?
Yes, he was after, I want to say it was a year and a half after my divorce. Or, you know, I went through a divorce for a year and then probably about 8 months after my divorce was final, him and I started dating.
Okay, so you did wait completely till everything.
Oh yeah, I don't do that. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to have.
I mean, plenty people do.
I know, but I don't like to muddy the waters,
Yeah.
and I just want to be done. Mm-hmm. And plus, I wasn't trying to jump into anything anyway. Like the situation with Moses, I actually wasn't ready, and I told him that I wasn't ready for a relationship. I actually enjoy where I am now.
Being alone, being healing.
Just dating, healing and dating.
All right, so this is a fucked up question. Listen, do you think Latricia fits well with the cast? We just talk about the people.
Well, Latricia.
There's a lot. There's a lot of buzz around Latricia. Letitia, shit, it's Latricia. Okay, Latricia. Oh no, bitch. Okay, Latricia and her relationship.
Just call it Trish.
Okay, Trish and Tish. Okay, Trish. Okay, there's a lot of buzz around their relationship. What's your impression?
You could tell Heavenly does not write her own questions. I told y'all that the other day. I think Dustin Ross writes the questions, give them to Carlos, and then Carlos gives them to Heavenly because she knows nothing about these people. She don't even know who Trish is. Let's continue.
Trish.
Well, she was my trainer.
Oh, you
before
know
she
her.
even came off the show. Mm-hmm.
So you know how long you known her?
It's probably about 3 years now. 3 years or more, maybe.
So it's just really small and everybody freaking know each other. Like how they meet your trainer.
That's so small.
What's your thought of her?
I've always thought she was a sweet girl, and you know, she's an amazing trainer. She has a great physique, and my thought of her with the cast is she knows everybody. She's kind of like me. She knows everybody. She's a real Huntsvillian. And I never really knew the aspects of her relationship. Like, I knew that she was separated because we would talk about things when we would work out. And then I met Ken actually 2 years ago at Martell's birthday party. Her and Ken were there. And I was like, oh, this your boo? Okay, girl. But to get into her relationships in no more depth, I'm learning with y'all.
Right. So you don't know anything about her previous marriage or that you're willing to. I mean, we're sitting here. Have another drink. We let us sit down. This is called Heaven Help Us. We're trying to help. No, this is Messy Millions. 2 Millions is a segment. Let's change it.
Now you're doing an interview with Destiny, and your questions are surrounding Trish, who is not even supposed to be mentioned in this interview. Heavenly, you don't know how to interview a person. You're not getting into the nitty-gritty of things with Destiny. I don't feel like she asked her enough questions about her personal life, and she did at the end, but I don't feel like she asked her enough questions about her personal life. She was asking about the cast. We don't care about them. You have her on your couch. The questions should reflect around her. Let's continue.
It's hard. Heaven help. We're trying to help the girl.
Heaven help me right now.
Listen, no, but do you know anything about the previous relationship? Don't have a
help.
Wiggle your throat just a little bit so you can get a little thirsty.
I do.
Your throat is a little dry.
I do.
Okay, so what's going on?
The episodes haven't aired yet. And you said we're not talking about episodes that haven't aired.
No, we having a conversation.
Them big doe eyes work on your husband, don't they?
So what you're saying is all of that will come into fruition as it'll open up on the show. Okay, so these are just logical questions. Okay,
baby, it's gonna open up.
And I already asked you this: if you and Martell had a past.
No. This is the thing. Like, why can't people just be friends?
Because you're beautiful and he's nice looking.
Yes, did her and Martell ever have sex?
And so people always just put y'all together.
Our whole cast is nice looking.
Okay. I didn't say anything. I had to sit down with Marceau, okay? Fans repeatedly claim Marceau is in love with Melody. Do you see what they see?
I don't. I see him being in love with his wife. Y'all don't see much of that on the show. I
do. No, because the reason I say that is because I've seen them together.
In real life.
Yeah, that's why I would say I don't know what I would see on the show because I don't watch
the entire
to the show. But when I see them together, they love each other. They are a special couple. They do business together. Marceau seems to be a very nice guy, very intelligent.
I don't know about that, but he's very intelligent.
Nice to me.
He's nice, but he can be so yeah. I can see that. I can see that. Now he's nice though. He really is a sweetheart.
But I like it. And the other guy, his brother, right? Maurice. Maurice is very nice as well.
They are. I hang out with their family. They're an amazing family.
They seem very solid brothers. Like they, you know what I'm saying? I think,
they come from very intelligent parents.
It makes it look like they whores though. I mean, I don't know them. Everything's alleged, but for the show,
you don't know.
It's like this undertone of baby hoeing. So
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know.
Maurice is really smart too. He's actually a consumer
law attorney. Yeah.
He got me some checks too.
Okay, it's Maurice. I might need to holler at him.
You should, girl. He be finding stuff. I be like, what? I could do what?
Okay. Now, I haven't seen this yet. I'm going to be very honest. Was Melody right to go off on Marceau for a text he sent her saying free Martell? This is evidently displayed because we don't.
One of the things that I would have to challenge the audience to see is that everybody on this show is attached to Martell first. Everybody. So stop trying to make people choose.
Where'd that come from?
Does that make sense?
It does.
If people want to be neutral, like I tried to be, let them be neutral.
Where'd that come from, y'all?
Yeah, there's enough. You know Martell well. He's the type of man that does well with platonic friendships of the opposite sex. Is he the type to do well with a platonic relationship?
What kind of bullshit question is that? Bitch, don't be asking these kind of damn questions. Don't you do this? We're not supposed to be cussing. You're making me cuss.
If you haven't tried this wire-free shaper bra, watch
It's a horrible
this.
interview.
Let me introduce you to the supportive.
All right,
I'm probably the only. I can't say that because I don't really know his history, but I think we've been friends this long because there's never been that, right? And Martell can't hold water. Don't you think he would have told somebody by now? You know what? Martell probably is a really good friend. Probably not a great husband. You know what I'm saying? I mean, from based on what we've seen. Outside of the cheating, I saw him be a good husband. I saw him be a good father. I mean, but you know what I mean, for sure. Father. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that with the cheating made him not. Yeah, of course. So of course, but there, everybody had their ups and downs, but the choices you make you good or bad in a certain arena. So that's for me. I agree with that.
So
and I always got on to him about his choices. Always.
Because you were Mel's friend.
And I was his friend, and I'm gonna hold my friends accountable. Both of them.
Is he the type to be disrespectful? Because I'm gonna say I went with Carlos and we did a whole thing, and me and him had a blow up. But for me, I felt like he was never disrespectful. I felt like we went there, but he was always.
You and Carlos went there?
Me and Martell.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So okay, I didn't know, but yeah, I've never experienced that. And if I say something like we had a little tisk, and I said, you need to apologize. You went too far. He's like, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but I'm saying
that's how my
that guy.
Like to me, I'm gonna skip ahead. All right, so right here is where they discuss bringing Wanda back on the show. Okay, we're not gonna watch the whole thing, but I made some little mile markers here, so I'll know where to stop. All right, so I went too far. All right.
Now I love Miss Wanda. Carlos, if you anything I say, bring Miss Wanda back. Okay, I love Miss Wanda and the potatoes. I need to get a potato.
Anything she could. Yeah, I got her season too. Order a season online.
I want a potato.
Miss Wanda seasoning.
I get that.
I love Miss Wanda. She done went up on some bloggers for me.
Yeah.
Y'all hear that?
Yeah.
I love Miss Wanda.
Destiny says she loved Wanda because Wanda have gone off on some bloggers for her. Y'all hear that? But the Melometers are bullies. But Wanda done went off on the Melometers. Done went off on bloggers for her. Oh, okay.
I love Stormy's mama.
What's her name?
Miss Betty.
Miss Betty.
Miss Betty is so real. She was like, you know what? I always liked you on the show, but I don't like you now. If you threw a chair and got into it with my daughter.
You threw a chair, Stormy? Did that happen already? Shit.
They had cut that part out.
Okay, good.
So what happened was that was a That's What's Up moment.
There was a fight in your hair care store.
Outside.
I need to talk about that a little bit because the first big Love and Marriage Huntsville brawl was at your hair care store. There were multiple arguments. I remember y'all went live. There was a lot going on. And under the magnifying glass from that day. What was that like? What happened? First of all, what the hell happened? What was it? A full boom? What the fuck? Like,
it started out crazy. It's so funny because I had the producer that is on the show now.
Okay,
that was like
what's her name again?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Putting the event together, not her. Putting the event together, and I remember getting there and I was so upset because I'm like, where is the event? Like, where is the step and repeat, the balloon, like all of these things? But anyway, now that I look back at this, what I was getting, but it was just the energy was just. First of all, Stormy showed up, and that was right after the incident where I talked about the That's What's Up incident. So I hadn't seen, and me and Melody had a moment. Tisha had a moment. Tisha showed up in sneakers. It was a Galentine's.
Tisha, my show wife, husband, Mia.
Yeah,
she showed up in sneakers like she was ready to fight.
She said, "Yeah, I heard y'all been talking about me. Y'all been looking for me. Here I go."
Tisha.
Okay. She is Wanda's daughter. I had to remind people of that. But anyway, so we had that, and so I hadn't seen these ladies since that event. And so when Stormy came, at the time I was so closed off to being receptive, right? So she came and brought a Gucci bag and some flowers and all that other stuff, and I was just looking at her like, what
Those were
you
gifts
doing it
for you? Wow, Stormy's a classy lady.
In that moment, I wasn't saying that.
Right.
In the moment, I was like, I ain't seen you.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't seen you since Galentine's, and so I kind of was like, what is this? Because these are people that I didn't invite, and they tried to push it as it was a what was it, a public event, right? So then Melody walks in, and the way that she walked in, it was just
she was on live.
Not then.
Oh.
But it was just in my mind in that moment. I'm like, why are y'all here? Like, y'all are not really here to celebrate me. Stormy actually was. And it went from that to the parking lot, confronting Miss Wanda, to the guy, Martell trying to protect Melody, and to the guys, like, having their little, and it just escalated. It was just a mess. Even my daddy, when my dad went off, which wasn't on camera, everybody cleared, because it was like, my dad is an even kill. He's a sweetheart, big heart. And it was like, y'all disrespecting my daughter's business. Y'all got to get the hell out of here. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot.
I'm thinking about that event, and it's like, wow.
And I was like, y'all came here and just showed y'all entire asses. And this is supposed to be a celebration.
Y'all would fight. Now,
nobody actually fought.
Off the subject here, and this is one of the issues I've had, and you tell me your honest opinion about it. And I know your show is way different from ours in the sense that, okay, in Married to Medicine, it's an ensemble cast of the women, and the men are supporting cast. What do you think about the men getting involved in the mess? Like, to me, I know Martell.
I don't want to hear this part, and it ain't really talking about that. Let's get to this next part. This next part is where Destiny's going to be speaking on Moses and the show. Okay, we're gonna breeze on through this, baby. We ain't about to listen to all this shit. No, ma'am. All right.
The men.
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I had a significant other that I had on the show, I wouldn't want him to be in that position to have to defend me against.
For me, I felt like on our show, men brought protection, because, like, to me, I talk more shit than anybody on our show. I think you know that. Okay, when Quad said certain things, the men would say something back to her when she didn't have a man on the stage, and to me, that bothered me.
Well, you know what?
Because I know I've said worse things.
I would feel, when I was with Moses, he really did not like the last reunion because he felt like Carlos wouldn't have spoken to me the way he spoke to me if he was there. And he was upset about it. I'm like, now you all up in him. But anyway, so I understand that.
So yeah, that's my question. I don't want to go any deeper than that, because I really have big feelings about that. Okay.
I get men should not get into women's things.
Let's talk about your dad. How does he feel about you being back on the show and the situation that's going on?
He has his feelings about it, because he feels like, his daughter's being attacked. They don't really know who I am. And my dad will put me in my place and tell me when I'm wrong and tell me about myself. But I think he now that I guess he understands it better now. He's filmed with me. So he's kind of torn a little bit. He's going to always support me.
Absolutely. He's going to always support me. I know how it is to have.
And I'm the only child. So yeah.
So he's films with you as well? Okay, go. Okay. And you tell me if you want to talk about this at all. Your father rang the bell.
He did.
All right, let's get here.
But he also had, in the process, developed metastasis. So he still has to go through chemo treatments, and literally.
All right, so she just talking about her dad having cancer right there, in which we know that. So her dad rang the bell. We heard that before. Let's move ahead. All right, so right here she's.
But it's some more prostate spots showed up. So, yeah, we're working through that.
Yeah, I know that has to be hard. My heart goes out to him. He'll be fine. We're gonna manifest.
Oh yeah, he absolutely. He's tough.
And
he's real tough, and he loves that grandson of his. I can't even call him daddy anymore.
Grandpa.
My son won't let me call him that. So yeah, he.
How old is your son now?
He'll be 4 on Juneteenth.
Oh, and that's your only child. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. 4 years old, grandpa.
Yeah,
that's awesome. And I know he probably takes a father figure.
He does.
Little boy.
He does.
That's sweet. That's sweet. You know what? God gives you what you need. You know what I'm saying? He always gives you what you need. He does.
Destiny said that her dad takes a father figure to her son. LeBerick is in your son's life, sis, and he has your son more than you do. Okay, but go on.
Absolutely. And my son is a boy's boy. He's rough, but he's so gentle with my dad. He's really gentle with him.
So viewers haven't always seen you in the best place with your child's father. You mind me asking?
Where y'all seen us in much of nothing because he was only on like a couple episodes.
How y'all now?
Pray for us. Pray for him. Pray for him. Pray for him.
Okay. You think the divorce process is more difficult being on TV for sure, right?
No. I think that people make choices. I mean, I've had the divorce reopened 3 times.
When you say reopen, what do you mean?
See, I learned that too. You can have a divorce and then they can reopen it based on what your decree says. So if you want to challenge some things that you feel like the other person has done.
So you can get a divorce and be done. And you say, oh, you know what? I didn't get what the hell I wanted to get out of it. So I can reopen the
Or
divorce.
I want to hold her in contempt and ask you to put her in jail because I didn't get this, which was agreed on. And you got to prove that.
You can reopen a divorce. I mean, like,
my attorney said that
and keep moving, right? No,
my attorney said that she was on a 0.09. So that means that for 10 years, these people have opened up their divorce case for at least 10 times. Because you started at 0.00. We're at 0.03.
That means you've opened it up 3 times. 4.
You started 0.
Oh, you started 0. So
that's the first divorce. And then you can open up certain things.
You learn something new every day. I've never heard that before. Ever heard that
you never
before.
have to
That
experience
you
it.
can open up a divorce. The first time is 0.0. And then you do 0.1.
0.01.
0.01, 0.02. And somebody's on 0.2. You can do it up to 10 times if you
do as much as you want.
Shout out to
Is there like
you
a
want to spend
statutory limit? Like,
I think at a certain point they
I can't come 25 years later and say, hey, you know what?
I don't know. I hope
That's
not.
what I'm saying. Like people are, when I was telling them that you could, if you can't find your husband, you could put an ad in the paper. The people were laughing, and I was like, I remember my mama doing that. She put an ad in the Miami Times because her husband, she didn't know where he was.
That was like the first tender,
and they allowed her to get a divorce, and sign off on the judge because she couldn't find him.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. But I wouldn't have known
because
that
she tried.
She tried to find him, and who read the Miami Times anyway back then? Anyway, but you tried. And so clearly for legal purposes, you tried and you could get the divorce going on. Okay. I think this, you say you're limited in speaking about your previous marriage, but
I'm limited on the show. I limit myself because I have a kid and I love my son and he's the most important thing to me. And I've always felt like I have to protect him first in how I move and how I speak. When my ex-husband had me arrested, I became more vocal because he made it public.
Do you regret getting married?
No.
You do not?
I don't. I wouldn't have got my son. Yeah. And I learned a lot about myself. When you deal with...
She says she does not regret marrying LeBerry because she wouldn't have got her son. But weren't you already talking to Moses about having a son with him? So either way, you would have had a child. So I don't think that was... total honesty right there. I think that you were going to still have a child regardless, because didn't you say in another interview that you and Moses had been talking about having a child? Hell, y'all had already named the child and won't even hear yet. So, okay.
Somebody that's extremely selfish, you become very patient. You become a better person because I was the only child. So I had some elements of selfishness in myself as well. So I learned a whole bunch about me.
So after going through a divorce and then the whole issue with Moses, how are you about dating again? Do you want to date, or are you feeling like you might need to be?
I'm still her.
So she got a man, y'all.
I don't have a man. No. This is what I want to normalize. This.
She is dating Nell Fletcher's son, Lance, you guys, for those of you that don't know. Destiny is dating Nell Fletcher's son, Lance, okay?
Space in my life. I want to normalize.
So just want to date.
Dating. This is what I should have done without, I should have gotten into a relationship. And I don't regret it, but my thought process, even to Moses at the time, was like, yeah, no, let's just date. But he wanted something more serious, or so he thought. I feel like date. I have
meet people,
have fun, have a good time. Nell's son on the show, like him and I, we've been out a few times, and I have another guy that I really like. He's very patient.
Are you open with them about you dating other people?
Absolutely.
I always thought not that I never, like when I was dating, I never told one about the other. I felt like when they didn't do their business.
I mean, if they ask and if it's necessary, not even if they ask, I let it be known what it is. And when we get to, if any of those people, we get to a space where we want to be exclusive and committed, then that's a conversation that we have, and then we go from there, and then I will be exclusive. But
I just feel like if you tell a man that you're dating other people, he won't take you as seriously from the very beginning. And it's two ways to think about that. So,
I don't know if you tell them from the very beginning,
right?
But when you start,
shit, that's what but I've been with my man 30 years, so I don't know how y'all do right now.
This is new for me. So listen, I'm taking a training wheel.
Well, let me tell you, don't tell a man anything. You need to know how you are with another person. I'm saying if you date somebody else, ain't none of that business. For me, I just they not gonna tell us shit.
I don't want to set any expectations that are not realistic.
Listen, the game of love. Nothing's fair
in love and war. But I'm enjoying dating. I'm having a good time.
This is an old messy question.
Per usual. See how she ain't even listening.
Go ahead.
I'm listening. It's okay.
Who has the best husband? Or marriage husband? Why the hell she would ask you that?
That's it. Because the rest of her stuff at the end gonna be talking about Madonna this, Madonna that. We're gonna stop it there. So you guys were able to be a little bit more enlightened on what's going on with Destiny. She's dating multiple people, as she says. She's been on some dates. From what I heard, she's dating Neil Fletcher's son, Lance. But apparently he must not care if she's going on dates with other people, because she just said it here on this interview. But she did say that she does not regret being or have ever marrying LeBeric, because she would have never gotten her son. So I don't know what she means by that, but she did. I did catch her in a live when she said that she opened up the divorce again, because she did not. He opened the divorce, okay? He reopened the divorce again, and because she reneged on the health care agreement between she and LeBeric in terms of her paying half of the health care for their son-in-law. So since she didn't do that, it was in the divorce decree. He had her held in contempt, and that's why she wound up going to jail. But yeah, so there's a lot that's going on here. As you guys know, we've already uncovered a lot this morning. This interview actually was an eye-opener as well, because it kind of debunked a lot of things that Destiny said in previous interviews, which it always does. So yeah, that is our show for the night. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, we were not going to sit and just listen to the entire interview, because I went ahead and picked out points that I wanted you guys to hear. But that's it, and that is all. I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. Please don't forget to hit the like button. We got up to 700 and something, almost 800 in the chat tonight. You guys are in here. Thank you all. Thank you to my mods for doing an awesome job of keeping the trolling down. Linda Gamble, Belle Wilson, KBR. Thank you, Tyra, for being here, honey. You guys have done an awesome job. Let me go ahead and thank my content creators. Think I saw Black Titanic in here earlier. Thanks for being here. Girlfriend Chronicles, Aries Girl Podcast, True TV Podcast, Purple Unicorn, Chronicles of Kim K, Dear Reed Talk. Thank you guys for being here. If there's any other content creators, let me get back to my main screen here. If there's any other content creators here, please let me know. Canadian Queen, are you a content creator, dear Canadian Queen? Are you a content creator? If you are, let me know, okay? If so, thanks for being here, okay? Am I missing anybody? I don't want to miss nobody. I don't want to miss somebody. I always like to shout you out, guys. Somebody said, great job, Carrie. Thank you guys so much. I try to be bringing y'all the tea and keep y'all updated on what's going on. I am hearing that, what's the show? Damn, my brain just froze. Claudia Jordan and them show, child. I'm hearing that show has officially been gone, or officially is gone, you guys. I'm hearing that show is over. Am I right on that? Did I see somebody put that in the chat too? Yeah, I see you guys still putting Fox Soul. Yeah, Fox Soul. They're saying that Fox Soul has officially been canceled, from what I hear. I know that was supposed to be coming back and making a decision. They said sometime in July. This is July. Damn, they didn't wait. This is what, the 3rd? Damn, they didn't. Okay, Canadian Queen, thanks for being here, dear. She is a content creator. Please check her out, okay? So they're saying it is canceled. I thought it was going to be like mid-July from what I originally heard. So I guess they were just going to go ahead and just let it just damn go. So, ooh, child. So I hate to hear that. I know Claudia and them are not happy about that, but I mean, shit kind of went downhill after Funky Dineva left. Anyway, so they try to revive it by having different people on there, but it seems like they're just not going to keep the damn show going. But I guess shout out to them, okay? I don't know. But let's get on out of here, guys. Love you guys. You guys have a great, great 4th. I will pop in at some point on you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow will be very busy for me because I'll be going to a 4th of July festival. So I'll probably be there like all damn day. But I'm going to still try to squeeze in. I'll try to squeeze. It says, no, I'm not a content creator. It says, I'm your Canadian best friend. Oh, girl, I didn't know how to Canadian best friend. Thank you, girl, Canadian queen. Okay, thank you for being here. Now I get it, girl. I thought you were saying you were a content creator. Okay, but thank you, girl, for being here. And everybody else, too, okay? Thank y'all for being here as well. So, again, like I was saying, I'm gonna pop in on you guys tomorrow. Probably be like later in the evening because I'm going to be away from the house all damn day tomorrow. I just know it at this damn thing. Thank you, Purple Unicorn. All right, thank you for being here. Content creator, please check her out as well. Did the TV dates come out? Let me see right quick. Let me check right quick. Right quick. I want to see what the numbers are. Give me 1 second, honey. 1 second before we get out of here. TV dates. I done typed it in so much it popped right up. Hold on. Let me look right quick because I want to see what these damn numbers are. I know they got to be out by now. Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Ooh, let's see these low ass numbers. Yep, they here. Oh, well, they did drop, but they still. I don't know how the hell they got that though. Let me show screen right quick before we get out of here. Hold up. All right, close that. We don't care about that. All right, so as you guys can see, it's coming up. Season 8 ratings. Let's scroll on down, child. As you guys can see, season 9 right here. Season 9, 307,000. So it went from 353,000 for last episode to 307,000. So it did drop. It's still in the 300s. I mean, I guess people are starting to watch it, sneak and watch a little bit. But I mean, hey, whatever. So they were still in the 300s. I'm shocked by that because that episode sucked. How did they get them damn ratings? That episode was boring as hell. I don't know, child. But anyway, that's the numbers for season 9, the one from this past Saturday. Okay, that's the TV deets for Love and Marriage Huntsville season 8. Okay, so there you go. For those of you that did not know, all right, boom, there you go. Let's get on out of here, guys. Somebody said, "Oh my God." Said no DUI in this biatch. Call it Uber. Right, guys. Please call an Uber. If you're going to be out partying for the 4th tomorrow, please call a Uber or have a designated driver, okay? Please have a designated driver. Do not be out there like fishtailing like damn Maurice, okay? Do not be fishtailing in these damn streets like Maurice, okay? Let's get out of here. Let me get y'all some music, child. Yeah. Okay. The hell, stream y'all? Y'all remixing my shit in here. Anywho. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, stream y'all. DJ. Yeah, remixing my shit. Thank you guys for being here. And Sunni needs to expose Destiny. She will. She's screaming right now, guys. Everybody. Thank you guys. Let's get out of here. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the video. All right. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love you guys down. And bye.